Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy 33. Welcome you to another episode of TFT Time. Today, I'm recording this early because I've found out that I won't have a Monday episode of you guys of Will It Work. It's been in production for so long, but both me and Space Rainbow have been busy, so we haven't really edited anything together for you guys. So that's our bad, really, to be honest, on our end. We'll obviously look to get something for you guys, and from there we can do it. But we've all been busy with life. I've had some issues, if you can't tell from the previous few episodes. I've been ill, but I've had a decent weekend to relax. Went to a rugby game, and obviously I'm feeling a bit better now. So a good few things is World's group stage has started. I'm fairly confident about my predictions. They're still looking very accurate to how it is. Group A, G2, dominant in their victory. I saw about 10 minutes of it before I was busy doing some other stuff, but it was a dominant looking start for them, I believe. Liquid IG, I expected IG to win that, hands down. Fairly obvious they were, and yeah, that was a good start to the group stage for them. Well, first two games, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So, this game, I'm gonna go this, but jumping back to the group stage of the Worlds, Group B is all wide open. Who knows who's gonna win that? Splicer in a good position, whom I tipped as an outsider for the group. And Group C, the SKT, Fnatic, and RNG group is all wide open still. It was a phenomenal game between SK and RNG today as well. I enjoyed watching that. But tomorrow or today, because I'm recording this at 12 AM, G2 are playing as well today, which is a huge matchup as well. And I honestly think it'll be a good match. It should be interesting, to say the least, anyway. So, what I feel is going to happen now is G2 will get straight through to semis. Because I don't know how many games they play in groups. Like, do they play each other once or twice? I think it's once. I forget the world's, like, ruling. Like, how they play worlds. It's been a while. Because it's best of ones, so in theory it would make sense to go for two best of ones against each other. But I am unsure of it as a whole. But anyway, let's turn back to this game. We're going for a Noble-esque strategy here. I feel like we need something like this to be in our team. It's very powerful early game. Obviously having a 3 Noble start, we obviously get Noble buff. I'm gonna probably keep the Garen. I'm definitely selling the Fiora. Or we go into a Shen. Or a Aatrox. I might sell the Vayne. Sell the Vayne, get the Lucian. Get a Gangplank. There's the link between the three. Yeah, that's the smart play for me. Or we go for Ranger with the Vayne. Although I have turned down one Vayne already. In fact, I have to kind of take this shop because that looks juicy. But what we want to pick up is a hybrid team. A lot of people nowadays are going for the most traits possible to provide a massive threat to oppositions, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here. Garen does get the Noble buff here, which is huge. does mean that this damage is slowly chipping down on the opposition for free. He's also just gonna outlive the damage here by nearly. And yeah, this is the issue. Once Garen dies, we have a very squishy team. So we're gonna actually have to pick up this Vayne here. Does provide us with a level 2, and yeah, we can reroll our shop, get another Garen. Oh boy. I'm thinking, right, let me have a think about this team comp, what I want. We could go with the Braum, get an Ashe. There's Ranger and Glacial buff combined, which means we're definitely not using you. That's the key thing. We can sell you, then we can go with Leona as a third noble, so that we get Guardian buff as well. Or we go with... No, that would actually be smarter to do. Ashe, Leona, Braum as our 3 next pickups. I'm obviously going to pick this Braum up here. I've got to keep this Fiora in the Steam for now, because it just fits. And yeah, she keeps Noble buff alive for us, which is really the only reason we keep her. Now, what we could do is obviously pick up a Jinx, and then go with a Gangplank. Then we would be keeping the Fiora around. But I prefer going with this Guardian Glacial Ranger trait set, because it's very tanky. You'll have a very strong front line with the Leona, the Braum, and these Garens. Because obviously you've got a team comp there that'll look for damage. Now this guy that we're going up against, learning how powerful this team comp that we have is, he is running a Vayne of his own, which does have a Bloodthirster on it. And that Fiora with Noble buff is going to keep him in this round. But we're coming into the second carousel of the game. No nobles in this shop, but we can pick up that spatula if need be. Else we're picking up the Z. I kind of like that spat. Okay, so we'll go for the Z. It's a recurve bow, and recurve bow is very good because we do have a Needless Leon on bench. So if we pick up an Ashe, we can obviously give her a Rage Blade. If not, it's going on our Vayne, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy these few rounds. So we're going to sell him immediately, and we can reroll our shop a couple times. I'll pick up that for now, giving us a full level 2 team. And yeah, we'll stick with what we've got. We can make a GA here. Now, I'm thinking that would be good on Garen. Or we stick both items onto our Vayne, making her the full carry. But I think that actually would be smart, to be honest. Let's do that. We can obviously look for another Rage Blade later into the game. That's the good thing here. I like how our Fiora tried to stun riposte a riposting Fiora. That worked out well for her. The good thing here is our Vayne's picking up attack speed, like she's already up to 2. And yeah, that's going to almost beat out 2.24 there for her. I don't know why you're able to click a dead body there like that. But it was still close, it was a good round for us, and I guess we'll pick up the 2 Fioras here. We still haven't been offered a Lucian yet, which I'm kind of worried about, but we do get offered a Braum, which does mean we can obviously switch him in for one of the Garens and have this frontliner that's a bit more of a defensive unit than what Garen is, Because Garen still pumps out a lot of damage for a frontliner. But I was watching Fnatic's game today as well. They ran a Garen Yumi comp that you could tell it was, because they were against Griffin, you could tell it was built to do a lot of damage and protect the Yumi at all costs. The Garen absolutely soaked up so much damage, with the changes to Garen. Nonetheless, the extra heal that he gets at level 11 from his passive no longer a thing. And so people tend to forget that that is what makes Garen quite powerful, having that amount of heal that he gets. So, wow, it was a very nice shot, but he's not got that anymore, so you have to realize, okay, they're not going to be that strong, but you have to remember ocean drakes and all that stuff affects how powerful that heal is. And yeah, he was buffed to the brim, he got a lot of health. He literally just ran it down. It wasn't against Griffin, it was against Clutch Gaming. I'm dumb. I forgot that it was against Clutch, because Griffin are in G2's group. That's who G2 played today. Ooh, and Nico's help. That is very good, because if we find a Garen... Wow, double legendary drop. We actually got a spatula that I was hoping for. If we do manage to find a Garen in our little spree here... Oh, we do. We're definitely doing this then. Gonna pick up this extra Garen, meaning that next round, we're gonna have a level 3 Garen online, which is huge. Like, early doors, stage 3-1 Garen being level 3 does mean a lot, because you can obviously start building up your resistance on him. He's gonna be your, like, main tanky boy. This guy has Sorcerers and Void. Ooh, that's a very nice team. The issue with this, for us, is that Cassadin is going to just mana drain us to death. However, good riposte there from our Fiora, and a great Braum Shield stops the Veigar from doing absolutely anything. And yeah, this is going to be the win for us here. Immediate purchase of the Garen, and there's the level 3 Garen online. Look how big, wow. Maybe using the Nico's help was a waste. Ah well, no, it saved us coins. You have to realize it saved us money, and we can obviously use the money that we've saved in the future. I'm picking up that Jinx. Yeah, my mind goes immediately towards the Jinx because we look at our team comp right now. It is lacking in some sort of damage. We do have a very... I forgot to put a character on board. Oh well. It is lacking in some damage areas. We haven't really got a full team. Like, the main damage here is our Vayne, who just sits at the back, chilling. Garen will slowly spin around, dealing damage. But you have to realize it's not just a one-man team. You do need to obviously have multiple damage threats. And wow, Fiora did a lot of damage there. She's making up for me insulting her. That's kind of funny. Granted, the other one literally did 0. Big fat donut. But we can obviously switch her onto the board immediately. And switch you like that, and then that, and then that. There we go. We have a Jinx on the board, which will provide us with a bit more damage. As a whole, it is very strong to have something like this, and I guess it will make up for the fact that we haven't got the Lucian yet. But we do have one part of the traits that we need. We also need an Ashe. For this team comp to be anywhere near the strength it should be, an Ashe will make this extremely powerful. Also, having the Noble buff onto the Jinx is even stronger, because these rockets are going to be coming out, pumping a lot of damage for free, basically. And there's not much these guys can do about it, because you just see how much damage one of them's done, and you can just see that she tops our damage charts just by joining this team. Now we'll look at this shop. There is a spatula on the poppy. That would be good, but I'm starting to look at what there is, and there is some defensive items. And a chain vest right now would be very good, but the Z is holding a Negatron cloak, which I think will be important for bulking up our front line. We're seeing a lot of chain vests here, and there was literally only a couple of Negatron cloaks, and one of them was already gone, so I think it was smarter for me to take the Z, get ourselves a Negatron cloak, and then hopefully convert that into something useful late game. Now we do manage to pick up a Lucian here, meaning we can stick on the Gunslinger buff, which I'm going to do now just so that we have a bit of range damage, more than what we had. And yeah, it's only a level 1 Lucian instead of level 2 Fiora. But, oh, there's an Ashe as well, we can pick her up as well. But it's still a noble buff that gives us noble buff, and obviously will provide our Jinx more opportunity to get excited, which is why we have her in this team. We want her to get excited as much as possible and provide so much threat to the opposition. Now, I do believe we're actually losing this round here. This guy is our kryptonite right now. He has a very strong team that is beating us round in and round out. However, he is in 4th, that would explain it. However, we are still grasping onto 3rd place. Well, 2nd now. And in fact, I'm actually going to do something brave. I'm going to switch out the Gunslingers for now. Give ourselves this Fiora, this Ashe instead of the Jinx. It's a slight weaker team in terms of actual damage, but it's still a glacial and a ranger buff at once, powering up our backline a bit more than what it was. Plus, it gives our Braum a bit more use in terms of the freeze and also the actual damage this team can produce is a bit more than what we would expect it to be doing. Now, we are going to lose this round, not without taking out the cannon. If the Lysandra didn't ult, we would have definitely taken out both, but it's still a round win. Now, we are slowly building up this Lucian, which is a good sign. We also are building up our Ashe and our Braum, leaving us with a full bench right now, so we obviously do need to start buying XP, or if we get a spatula drop here, sticking maybe the Jinx into this team comp. If not, the Lucian will definitely be joining it. But we do have to consider the actual strength of this team right now, and it's starting to weaken against people as we've dropped 2 rounds in a row now. And, oh, is that? Please be a... It is. Get in. Okay, so I was saying how we were slowly dropping points, but I'm going to buy this Cassidin and immediately sell him. Probably wondering why. Well, it's a free character on the board and I can do that. And then we're basically not in an issue with XP. We also have the level 3 Fiora online, and yeah, this is a fairly strong start to the game. Also level 2 Ashe now. Oh boy, our team's starting to pick up steam, and it's a lot of good steam, as that Lucian and Fiora are starting to work out for us. The Fiora I was complaining about at the start of the game is actually now integral to the team, and she's now level 3. But Jinx is now integral to the team and did a lot of damage alongside our Vayne. We also, oh yeah, we do have the Force of Nature on our bench. We're also gonna level up another Vayne here and get another one in our shop. Oh boy, that is a very strong shop for us. Obviously, it puts us 2 away from the level 3. We're closing in on level 6, meaning we'll be able to stick our Lucian on board, get Gunslinger buff online, and that'll be our 4th trait online, and putting us at 4 out of the 6 nobles. This is a very strong team right now. This guy's got full void though, and that'll be an issue to most team comps, but not ours right now. Our team should be able to deal with it. Our Garen does... No, it's Ash does have the... Our Ash did get a... noble buff, but it wasn't enough. And I was wrong. I thought it would have been enough that round. But we keep losing to the guy in 3rd and 4th. And wow, one more vein will get us a level... I don't need to say anything. No more veins will get us to level 3. And yeah, we can look to improve this team comp now. We do have a couple of good items on our bench. Negatron Cloak. Going into the carousel, we can obviously look for a Rika Bow to get a static shiv for our Vayne as her final item, so she pumps out a bit more damage. Or a spatula, maybe. A spatula would work out, because we can stick that onto our Jinx, give her a Hurricane, and basically give her a Gunslinger buff for free. So Garen's going to start spinning to win here, pocking this guy's redemption. However, it's not going to be enough as our Rangers just start pew-pewing his entire team, and that's going to be the win for us there. We're still on 67 health, and here in the carousel, there is a Kale. Oh boy. That would be a huge pickup, because that would give us Night buff as well. Kale would be nice. Lucian will be nice here. He does have Negatron Cloak, but I might be having to taking that another Zed if he gets picked up here. There is still a spatula in pay. Well, there was until that guy took it, but we'll pick up the Lucian here. Okay, that does give us level 2 Lucian, which is quite good. We could technically give him a Dragon Claw, but he can immediately join the team, like, now. And there we go, he's in the team. That's Gunslinger buff online. I'm going to position our team a bit more like this, as it'll give us a bit more strength in our backline, as we'll have our Jinx a bit more protected. Now, Lucian will be on the edge because we want him dashing around, finding space out here, so the enemies that come towards here aren't being pushed by him. But we are coming up against the Void guy, Void Brawler. He's probably looking for a Shyvana here, because he's running an Aurelion Soul. But yeah, our team's slowly going to dissect his. Only issue here is that Aurelion Soul, he's gone down, no more death cap to deal with. And yeah, we're now left with the Cho'Gath, who has got Warmogs, which makes him quite strong, but it's still not enough to beat us. Okay, so now I'm actually just going to start chucking a load of coins into XP. All our level 1 cost champions are level 3. The only champions that are low cost that are not level 3 is Braum and Lucian, and that can easily be fixed. So, right now, the best thing that we're looking for in our shop is Leona, to get us Guardian buff online. That extra, is it 35 or 45 armor? It is 45 armor. Is huge, as it will provide our backline with a bit more of a defense. Now, that Rengar does take out our Jinx here. Assassins kind of are the bane of this team comp right now for us, as they just immediately burst out the backline damage threats. But however, Vayne's still alive, kicking, doing a lot of damage, and this guy is knowing how much damage he's doing. And yeah, we'll pick up the win here against the level 7 guy, who has got a Nico's help on his bench, which I'm surprised he's holding on to for this long. So we come into Raptors. It should be a fairly easy round for us. We're going to re-roll our shop, get nothing here, but we do get some XP for more into the total. Halfway to our level 7. And yeah, we're in a good position. We're at first on the leaderboard. We've got a strong team right now. There's not much more I could probably do to improve this base team and level them up. But we obviously need to buy XP to fill the board, get ourselves more characters. That is the main goal right now. So, Raptors, hopefully you'll drop us some decent items. We have been getting some good items this game. We're going to get 2 at least. 3 now. Okay, we'll get a tier. Another tier, but we do also get the Negatron Cloak, which is actually quite good. We can stick that onto our Garen, give him a bit more strength, gives him the Dragon Claw, and I feel like we should probably give him or someone a Seraph Embrace, but no, we're not going to do it. We'll save these tiers. They can be also used for useful things like Redemption if we need to. Frozen Heart's also a possibility. And yeah, we can obviously punish this guy for placing his Kale in such a bad position here. We'll take out one of his characters, and that's the Katarina Bomb. Eep. Luckily, our Ashe is able to fire in and take him out before he does major damage to our win chance here. And yeah, this Draven got firing in quite quick. That was a 2-point something attack speed, I believe. So we do pick up the Braum here for our team, and yeah, that's all we can do this round. I think I'm gonna just do this because we have too many right now. I think it's better if we make a Seraph Embrace, either stick it onto the Ashe or our Garen or the Braum. Braum or Garen is the most suitable, really, or our Lucian actually. Lucian will probably be quite good target to have this on because he can dash around a bit more. Plus he starts with an insta dash. That is actually quite huge because he can obviously fire in a bit more damage. This guy does have a Gangplank who set a lot of barrels in our backline up. Now, our team's slowly but surely taking out everything that he has, but it's not going to be enough. This guy is level 7 and will take out the rest of our team. Yeah, that was quite a hectic round there for us. We do need to get something, maybe a bit more of a damage dealer to fit into this team, but we do need to start getting some power in here. And next round will be level 7. We still haven't been offered a Leona yet, which is kind of worrying, because we're at that part of the game where we need to be finalizing this draft. A Leona and Kale will finish out our team comp here, as that will be the last 2 nobles to give us our noble buff. Hopefully we find them soon, as we are still top of the leaderboard surprisingly. I'm actually shocked that we are. Now we come up against Dark Zalpalus, the guy in second. Oh boy, he has got some level 2s. And yeah, we have to punish him. Now he does have Kassadin obviously firing in a lot of damage and stopping our Lucian from dashing around, which is quite bad for us. And luckily our Garen's playing Distraction Tool and allowing our Vayne just to chip it away at everyone on this guy's team. She just got firing in quite quick there and just made it sure that she was killing off everyone and let our Garen live, as he did actually get shrunk there, giving him a bit more health, I do believe. But we do remain top. There is a Braum and a Jinx and a Ashe on this board, which are very good pickups here for us. The Braum is taken, however, and we're going to have to go for the Jinx. Yeah. We're not out yet. Okay, so we're guaranteed at least Ashe or Jinx. We could even go Kaiser, get Night buff online. I'm going to force his hand. Okay, I'm actually going to take the Kaiser. I know these 2 are what we need, but I think it'd be better to take the Kaiser and use her. Well, not use her, shall we say. Sell her for 5 coins. That gets us Knight's buff. Stick that onto our Braum. Gives us Knight buff as the extra thing. we also hit level 7. We can chuck in some coins into our XP, and yeah, that is what we're going to do. So that reasoning behind it is obviously because we want to build a stronger front line. Giving our team that extra 15 damage block on all targets is huge, because it means that our backline's more likely to survive and obviously do a lot more work. Now, we also stick our Braum on the board, which is huge because he is also another glacial, giving us that extra glacial buff bonus. And yeah, that is huge. Now, this round, we are actually going to lose. We're dropping it around to the bot here, but it's okay. We can progress from here. A bot loss isn't too bad. It's when you start losing a lot to humans, and right now we're not in that situation. So what we can actually do is this. So all our damage is surrounded by protection here. The Fiora is the weakest damage. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. Keep our Brahms on the edge so that they can protect from targets jumping up from here or here. I know it's very unlikely they're going to come from here, but you look at this sort of team. He has got a Pantheon who will be jumping. Now, this position here does mean that he can protect a bit more against this sort of attack. Now, one thing that this team comp we have is lacking is some lifesteal or healing other than noble buff. So it does mean that our Lucian and our backline damage is naturally being killed quite quickly without any real resistance. As such, it's sort of a glass cannony build. And the worrying thing is, we're slowly and surely losing. Now, making a target on your team a assassin isn't the best. So what I'm actually going to do is set up my team like this, so that we're obviously in a good position to kill this dragon without the flames from the dragon hitting everything. And the one issue we have right now is we only have 1 stun for this. Well, 2 if you count Ash stun, but it's highly likely it's going to proc for the dragon. So we're going to have to get quite lucky in beating this. Good stun out from our Fiora there does win us around, and I'm making her our assassin. It does mean that we can technically feed in some other team members, and that's our Leona. Okay, so she is immediately joining the team comp, no matter what. And yeah, we're gonna position her here or here. That would make more sense because everyone then gets hit by Guardian buff. That is probably the smarter play to do here. Make sure everyone gets hit by it. And I might just give her the tier for now. Because we're getting late game, we want her to proc that ultimate. It's a massive stun. And yeah, that is probably the smarter play to do here. And if you look at how many traits we have here, it is huge. Now, one issue right now for us is that our actual team are being hit by a lot of big boy stuns here. And what happened in that round to us? Like, everything just went immediately. And we're now in the bottom of the leaderboard. Because that was a massive loss for us. And we've lost quite a few in a row now. I'm starting to worry because I wasn't paying attention much to that round for us. So, we don't want to go up against him now. He has the one item that kind of counters us. It wasn't against him. It's a lot of wild teams and void. He has the Ionic Spark, which that is a huge counter to our Lucian. It's a huge counter to Jinx, because that procs on the Get Excited, which is weird. It makes no sense. And we're not against him this time, we're against someone else. Our actual Fiora's doing a lot of work here in the backline. She actually just got a free backline kill on the Annie. And yeah, our team's actually doing a lot of work here, because the Jason and Nidalee for this guy got distracted by our low health Fiora. And yeah, we're going to actually not take this guy out. We're almost due, though. which means that we're not in bottom place anymore, luckily. And yeah, we can buy you. I didn't really want to buy you, but we have to, because obviously we need to be progressing this team, because right now it is in a state where we need to progress, and we just want to avoid this guy. Everyone else we could do fine against. This guy has got Voidlings and that Blitzcrank. Oh god, he has a Blitzcrank. And we're against him. Oh well. Vane's going to be proccing that GA early. However, our Fiora is killing off this guy's backline. And our backline has been just absolutely destroyed here by a Karthus. Everything got killed there by a Karthus, and we do actually outlive someone to finish in 4th, which is strong. Like, we could have finished 3rd, which is annoying. The other guy died just after us, but let's just check out this finish. Because there's guaranteed to not be any more rounds, and I muted that guy by accident. But he's got Wild, he's got Elementalist as well. He's got Wild, Demon, Elementalist. He hasn't got Demon, he's got Shapeshifter and Ninja. It's a bit of a weird team because he's playing Ken in the front line, which I don't get why you would do that. He did just level up in Italy, but it's a fairly weird setup he's got here for what he has. Like, it's Like, I get that he's probably faced this guy a few times and he wants to have it so that he doesn't get immediately burst, but that is a level 2 Karthus with damage, and he will absolutely annihilate you. That's what won this guy the game. This Karthus, being so strong, meant he is going to guarantee a win here. But that's going to be the end of this game for us. And we do actually pick up some LP for this win, if you can call it a win, if the game lets me look. We gained 6 LP, which is still a bonus, and that was my first game and day. And that was pretty good. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you guys later. Peace.